These little crests and pins and such, if you see those, they are almost always going to be marked. Now this one is not marked. It could be gold filled, but chances are it's not gold filled either. It's just a gold wash. Sometimes the really old ones of these you'll find aren't marked, and you'll see a certain tarnish, as odd as that sounds, but because these pieces are not gold, if the piece is gold in most cases, some of those very old ones will get a certain tarnish around here, and as pickers, if you get to recognize this tarnish that'll build up around there, you'll know. See, this one here, little or no tarnish. On the gold ones, for one, they'll tend to be a little thinner than this one, but you'll see a tarnish build up here, and there are quite a lot of those out there. I've seen 64 of them at one time that were the old Lodge pins. None of them were marked. Every one of them were gold. So you want to watch out for those, and every one of them had this certain tarnish. It's a little hard to explain. If I get some of those in, I'll show you, but for the most part, you won't find those that are gold unless they are marked, and that even goes for gold filled. If somebody tries to pass those off as gold filled, they're probably getting one over on you. Now these rings here are the kind that are rarely ever good. This one looks like it might actually be. I remember back in the late 70s and 80s, these rings were pretty popular at like flea markets and carnivals and things. But they sold a lot of different kinds of them. Some of them were just like pewter, and some of them was actually silver. And you know, sometimes that some of those pewter and lead based metals can really act strange with your acid, just kind of do nothing. Now this one here, that is the case. It's a bad ring. Now the plating on that, unlike the rhodium plating, is more like a chrome plating and tends to want to let loose around the edges of where your acid is. So that's something you can look for, and it has a certain color to it that is just not right. And after you hit that with acid, it would have an extremely pungent and pronounced odor that would tell you that the house was on fire or something. And really, I'm okay with the rest of this. I should test the little Buddha, and I guess for learning purposes I will, because he really looks bad. He looks like just a total piece of crap. The workmanship at the top, the way the chainring is ground, you can tell there's been a casting sprue up there at one time. So that makes me think that it is good. I'd probably reject it. It's turning a bit yellow when it should be turning more white. Since everything else in this checks out, I'm probably not going to worry about it. I mean, it's like 3 grams, 4 grams. It's not worth messing with. These little dolphin earrings, I really threw that over. Get an idea of what the story is on that. And then sometimes you find some costume ones you might want to try to bend those and see how that compares. If it's a brass one, it would be much more stiff than this silver one. This one bent very convincingly. Wasn't overly easy. It wasn't overly hard, and did not distress the piece at all. It was able to bend it back where it belonged, and did not damage the gold filled, because this crest is a different piece of metal on the front. Could be some potential there. You might always want to rip those off and see what's underneath of it. I don't have my deconstruction pliers here right now, or I'd do that for you, but that's a good idea to always check behind these front crests and see if there's something marked in between them. Very often that is. Carrot, so throwing that in. Good buying, folks. Hope that was helpful on Sterling. Sterling's a bear, but I enjoyed buying it.